Okay, so now that you've partied with the worst, it's time to party with the best. MLP has a lot of great messages, morals, and stories, but the one thing that is to me always held true about the show, and the reason I love it, is its characters. Yep, that's right, I'm a character person. I'm not a continuity person. I'm not a writing person, I'd say. I'm a character person. Those shows that connect me are usually the ones with the best characters in it. And MLP's got some characters. But this time we're going to be focusing on just the ponies alone, just like the worst list. So if you've got a favorite pony, here's your chance to celebrate him/her. If you missed the worst list, here's an annotation that will send you right to it. The guidelines are similar to the worst list, but in reverse. These are the ponies that best exemplifies MLP as a franchise and as a show. They have the best character moments and the best character development. That's why they're on this list and not the other one. These are your 13 best ponies in MLP. Let's start the best list with number 13, Coco Chanel. Yes, Siri was on the worst list. And here's why. Because she was tormenting this one. Coco Chanel was instantly likable in Rarity Takes Manhattan. And any character that can make Miss Generosity that needs to go jump off a bridge actually usable for an episode gets my vote of approval. Driven for the right reasons, kind, and truly generous, Coco Chanel is an automatic win and a fan favorite for most of us in the Brony fandom. She's one of the reasons why Rarity Takes Manhattan was among one of the tops when we did the original New 26 and we did the top episodes of the season. So, what a great place to start. And it's only going to get better from here. Number 12, Cheese Sandwich. Guest stars have been all over TV from the very beginning of things. But never before in my lifetime has a guest star not only been equivalated in a show, but absolutely melded with it. Thus is the case with Weird Al Yankovic and Pinkie Pride. More specifically, the character of Cheese Sandwich. You ever wanted Hasbro to take your idea of an OC of yourself and craft it from the ground up and allow you to voice it? That's exactly what happened here. It's Weird Al in pony form. Jokes, music, and fourth wall breaks included. Anybody that can go duel for duel with Miss Pinkie Pie deserves respect. Big ones. He was the reason why this episode happened to be the best episode of the season. And I'm not a Pinkie Pie fan per se. But who's to say she's not on this list though? Just keep watching. You'll find her. But the next two come from fan fictions. Very good fan stuff. Number 11, Dinky Doo. When it comes to shipping and handling and hocus pocus, the only two fan fictions I've ever read to near completion of the Roni fandom, there's a good reason why. Because of the two mains. The younger of the two, Dinky, ends up on the list here. She's instantly adorable and instantly relatable from the first words you read about this little unicorn. You want everything to work out just to see this little girl live well. Very well. Kind of a Harry Potter of the fanfic world. Well, Dinky has a lot of untold magical strength and goes to a Hogwarts-like school, Celestia School for Gifted Unicorns, to learn it all. And you want her to succeed in every ounce of it. The only sad thing about it is that this beautiful young character isn't acknowledged in the main canon at all. Kind of like her mother, but we'll get to her. Because she's all another bag of fun and light entirely. But the next one is a little bit of a personal stake. Number 10, Button Mash. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm a gamer. A big one. So, any pony that recognizes the gamer side of this fandom is an instant win. And Button Mash is certainly it. The creation of Jan Animations, so much so that Hasbro said to cease and desist at one point. Button Mash is certainly a fan favorite. And her mother is also adorably cute as well. This pony even decides to skip school to game. Haven't we all wished to do that? I mean, come on. He's the antithesis of the kid gamer. He just sits there, stares at the TV all day. But heck, that's what I do. I sit around, I stare at the TV all day. Or camera. So what's not to like? Number 9. When it comes to number 9 on this list, I had my debates, but in the end, I chose Daring Do. Daring Do is just like Rainbow Dash, only she's a little bit more humble and a little bit more strong-willed. The rival to the evil Ally Zoda. Daring Do is Laura Croft, Indiana Jones, and Nathan Drake all rolled into one pony package. But here's the kicker. It's also Ponyception. She's real, but yet she's fiction. She's a fictional pony to the rest of us, but we know she's real. And she's even become a work of fiction in our world, as the fictional books have become something you can really buy and really read. It's weird. How do I feel about the books? Well, that's another topic for another video. But Daring Do writes your way into the 9th spot. But now, here's the good stuff. The real good stuff. Number 8, Pinkie Pie. Pinkamena Diane Pie. On one end, she's Deadpool. On another end, she's Bugs Bunny. And on another end, she's completely lovable. The hyperactive, unpredictable joke fest. And when the spotlight is put on her, she ultimately exceeds expectations. From Too Many Pinkie Pies to Pinkie Pride to having the best song in the show. Full stop. Pinkie Pie is a tour de force. Yes, she can get annoying. And yes, even her sister is liked. But nobody beats the original. Whether mental breakdowns or just being herself, the element of laughter certainly makes a lot of people happy. That's why she's at 8. But number 7, it gets personal. Way personal. Number 7, Snowdrop. Now, I did a review a long time ago on Snowdrop as a work. But, okay, here's a link to that. But, as a character, she's cuteness squared. And not because she's blind. Although, that just brings more of the feels. Silly Philly's early animation's signature work to many. Snowdrop as a character would make all the collective we use on the planet explode. There's no amount of level of I just want to hug it more than Snowdrop. With the adorably quiet voice, to her selfless demeanor, to her ability to make beautiful snowflakes, and even to the way that she was suddenly gone. This character was an instant connect. So much so, the fans haven't given hope that we'll see her again. How much do I like her? In my headcanon universe, she's the straight up Alicorn Winter. Now how's that for a reward? Number 6. Scootaloo. The only one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders to make the list. I had Scootaloo ahead of the next entry when I was putting the list together. But finally I came to the conclusion our Daredevil, allegedly disabled, Cutie Mark Crusader gets my win at number 6. Completely likable. Completely like Rainbow Dash, but knows when to stop. Disability thing, relatable. Problems, relatable. And she has one of the best of the season 3 episodes. And plus, that's when we saw Luna again. And anytime we get to see her, it's a total win. From her look to what she does, she intensifies tomboy cool. And even if you were to gender flip it, you wouldn't know the difference. That's how good this character is. We want Scootaloo to fly high, wings or not, and certainly I want to. That's why she's 6. Number 5, Applejack. Yes, Southern stereotype percent. All the way. Trust me, I have a sister who talks exactly like her. I used to live in the South, down in this little town called Lynchfield, Kentucky. Everybody, and I mean everybody, talk like AJ. Every day, she's hustling for a farm like the pony version of Rick Ross. But she's also the pony version of Abe Lincoln. She can't tell a lie, even when she tries. She cries on the inside. She's ultimately reliable. Ultimately reliable. Sticks by her family, sticks by her creed and isn't one to mix it up when the time comes. Element of honesty? You betcha. Lover of apples? Yep, that too. So raise a glass of that world famous cider that Rainbow Dash can't stop drinking like an alcoholic. No wonder why she's got a problem. It might be Applejack at some of the source of it. Reliable, honest, down to earth, stereotype or not, you can't uproot but the root for her. Now, if we only had a background. Number 4, Princess Cadence. Here come the alicorns, and I won't bullcrap you here. I love the almighty pony gods. All except for Celestia. She can burn. But the rest of them, I love them. It's not because I have a god complex or anything. It's just, all the alicorns are so likable. And it starts with the first one that we got to know on a real personal level. Twilight's best friend, Queen OP of Love. Princess Cadence, every time we see her on screen, is an automatic win. Yes, to some, she's the princess stereotype. But to me, she's a princess stereotype with a punch and a hidden, risky dark side. She wants to do stuff. And as we found out in Nay Anything, she's right up there in Smartsville with her best friend. And plus, Sunshine Rhyme. Need I say more? And one of the best songs in the series. And her introduction, one of the best episodes of the series, and maybe one of the best season enders, if not for Twilight's Kingdom. We don't see Cadence all that much, but when we do, she's an eye catcher with a personality to match. The Bo Dallas of Pony, this one's an inspiration of the right way and the perfect definition of a perfect 10. That's why she's at 4. Spreading the love. We have a tie at 3. That's why it was so hard. Both Derpy Hooves and Fluttershy share the 3 spot. Why? Because they're both lovable. derby for all the right reasons. The first openly disabled pony had some controversy to stay in the show and in the fandom. But once the fandom got a hold of Hasbro's controversy, they wouldn't let it go until the character came back. And the two fan fictions featuring her, Shipping and Handling and Hocus Pocus, rank high among fandom for fan fictions, let alone she's paired up with Dr. Ooves as well, with another successful fan work. If there isn't a fan work that doesn't feature the Derpinator, or as Hasbro is now calling her, Muffins, there isn't not a reason to like her. And the same is true with the person she's tied with, Fluttershy, the element of kindness. Although her absurd side is just as fun. The Dr. Dolittle of Equestria is instantly lovable. From her quiet but loud nature, the just saying the right thing to being courageous, but not too courageous. And plus, best opening scene of the show. Need I say it? The elements of a good cheer. Trust me, there's a reason why these two are tied, because I just couldn't decide. So you could say it's a 14 best, if you wanted to treat it that way. But trust me, if these two were combined into one pony, they'd be better than the two that remain. Number 2, Princess Luna. All hail the Queen of the Night. The uncrowned, unrespected, the true ruler of the equestrian nation. Princess Luna is rough, willing to get her hooves dirty when need be. Her voice, the way she speaks in Old Medieval, and just her presence alone is instantly eye-catching. Her abilities in fanfiction, like the Fall of the Crystal Empire, is absolutely breathtaking. Plus, with the gamer Luna Persona 2, she's been loved by gamers. She's seemingly loved by all in the fandom. And when it comes to Equestria Daily, Luna dominates it like an eclipse shadow. Every time there's a list and Luna's on it, Luna wins. And for good reason. She's the Brock Lesnar of Pony. When she's in an episode, it's an event. Whether you like her or not. God, all of us bronies wish she was protecting our dreams at night. Or she might be even for some a source of a few, if you get my drift. Princess Luna, right up there with one of the best examples of great villain to good guy writing, as well as a true example of what a ruler should be. But not the best. However, there's one alicorn left. And if you know me, you already know who's up top. Number 1, Twilight Sparkle. Duh. My name's Nirvana Sparkle? If that's not a dead giveaway, then I can't help. But before you go down in your comment sections and go, why Miss Smartycorn? Let me explain my reasons. Yes, she's smart. Yes, she's determined. She was once an antisocial, but now one of the most powerful magical beings. The leader of the Elements of Harmony, Trollestia's right hand that actually does all the dirty work. The true master of friendship and all of this hyperbole. But, most importantly, the show's called Friendship is Magic. And if we're going to go by the third rule, ponies that best exemplate those 3 words, the true meaning of the show and franchise, Twilight's the undisputed winner, without fail. And not just because they wrote her that way. We've seen her every step of the way grow as a character and as a ruler. And even as she's evolved from student to guide, she's gotten even better. Yes, Alicorn Twi, controversy squared. But there's a reason why it was controversy squared. Because it was the so-called overpowered character getting even more overpowered. Every enemy she's trampled. Every personal challenge and anxiety, well, some anxieties, she's conquered. But on a personal stake, Twilight Sparkle is the pony embodiment of my mother. See, my mother, as I was growing up, was indeed a librarian. Sure, she didn't live in a library, but being a lead librarian was her thing. Smarts, order, organization, everything that I have learned core in my life, I've learned from her. And have seemingly relearned from Twilight. Yes, she's my waifu. I won't hide it. Yes, if I was a pony and wanted pony babies, she'd be the one I'd mate with. Why? Because she's the most like me, without a shadow of a doubt. But she's the best example to anybody new about what this show is all about. Plus, voice acting goddess. There's just too many variables not to put Twilight Sparkle at the top of a best list. If you don't, it's usually based on personal preference. Which, by the way, now's your turn. Go down in the comment section and write down your top 13. And don't be ashamed about it. Let me know about it. Tell me I'm crazy for liking purple alicorns. Just let me know how you feel. And hopefully we'll meet some other ponies that are worthy of yet another list. But there you have it. The 26 best and worst, as only CodeEquestria can bring you. but it's only part of the episode 100 fun. Stay tuned, of course, for the review of the episode and so much more. Thanks for sticking around for both lists. I'm Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own nirvana. Thanks for watching.